Hello, Wealthy family, and welcome to today's Mindset Monday. Thank you so much for coming and sharing some time with me. I love and appreciate you all. So, today's video, we are talking about how to move on, how to enjoy certain things, and not feel like a bad person. I kind of touched on this when I did my survivor's guilt video, but this is stemming from an experience I had this weekend. I did a party. I worked a party and I did readings for some of the guests there. I did 9 people that on Saturday, and I was still recovering, so I'm still so tired. But one of the ladies, when I did her session, she had a lot of good news. I picked up on redecorating her home. I told her, this is how you do it. This is, how you move forward with it. And then I said, okay, we had time for one more message. Do you have anything you want to ask me directly? And she wanted a message about her mother. And she explained to me about her mother's situation. And the news was not good news. But it was delivered in a way where she could handle it and process it. But always delivering that news like that is always heavy. I've had to tell people their wife isn't going to recover from a disease, or they're not going to get pregnant and have children, or they may not have a relationship, or there's always different layers of things. But giving her that news about her mom was kind of heavy, especially after she had got so much other good news in her life. And she was like, well, I know we're out of time, but how do I process that? Like, you just told me I have all these good things coming, and I'm gonna have to be dealing with my mom. And I explained to her that it's the human side that feels like, man, I should not be happy because of the good things that I have going. The human side is saying, despite all the good things that's going on in my life, I should not be happy because my mother is going through these things. And, I just let her know, listen, we all have our choices. We all make our beds, and we all have our journeys. And at the end of the day, none of us, not one of us, not me, not you, not my girl about to get in the car, none of us, okay? None of us are getting out of this thing alive. And when you take solace in that, and knowing that none of us are going to get out of this planet alive, right? And knowing that some of us choose to leave this planet in a more dramatic flare, or some leave more subtle, right? They may pass in their sleep, or they may pass peacefully in their nursing home, or whatever the case may be. They may live till a ripe age, or some people are more dramatic on their exit. They may commit suicide, or they may die in a war, or they may be victim of a serial killer. Like, it's people, there are souls that signed up to experience this because it's part of their lesson. And when you allow yourself to remove yourself from your human connections and realize, if you have this relationship with this spirit, despite whatever their title may be, right? You may have this relationship with a spirit that is now taking the form of your parent, or your child, or your spouse. And you're like, I love this person, I can't live without them. But when you think of it, when you remove yourself from that human title, or from that human feeling, you realize, okay, you know what? This spirit, this connection that we have is deep, and it will follow through regardless. It can transcend all time and space. Before I even got deep, right? Before I even started realizing how certain things play out, I always would tell my husband that he could find me. I said, no matter where I am, you always find me, right? When we first met 2 decades ago, there were times where he would pop up or show up, he could track me down and find me when my own mom was looking for me and she couldn't find me, right? There's times, now where he may be in a different place and I'm in a different place, but we may pass each other on the street. He's like, did I just see you drive, right? Always finding each other, because our pathways are always meant to cross. So when you remove your human emotions, and sometimes it can be hard to do so because all you remember is this human form. All you remember is this human life. You don't remember your beautiful, perfect, loving, spiritual nature. You don't remember your beautiful, dynamic, creative spark in which you reside in truly and really. You feel like this paradigm, this existence, this reality is all that there is. So it can be hard to disconnect from that. But once you allow yourself to dig deeper and disconnect from those feelings and recognize that everyone has their own journey, it will allow you to move forward without any guilt. People ask me, because I've told y'all, my children have tried me, right, this year, and some relationships have been healed and some relationships are still in the works. But people have asked me, like, how do you sustain? How do you maintain that? How are you not balled up in a ball and crying every single day in hurt and pain and agony? And I'm like, listen, I know that I did my best, and I know that their journey is their journey. So I don't feel any way. I wish them the best, right? Because I love them, right? I wish them the best, and I hope that they make the best decisions. And it's not just for my children, it's for everybody. It's for parents, it's for siblings, it's for cousins, it's for everyone, okay? Even my spouse. If my spouse start acting crazy, I'm gonna be like, listen, I wish you the best, but I'm not chasing and fighting behind nobody, because I know at the end of the day, it's me. It's solely my journey, and my heart needs to be weighed against the scales of life and make sure that it's as light as a feather. At the end of the day, when I do transition and pass on and go, ain't none of y'all niggas gonna be there with me. None of y'all. It's just me. It's just me. And I'll be damned if I have to cycle back into this clusterfuck because I sat here and let my human emotions get the best of me, and now I'm wishing ill and harm, and I'm leaving myself in a depressed state. No. And that's not cold-hearted. That's not morbid. That's not mean. That's not ill-gotten ways. That's none of that. That's a reality. That is the reality. You can't change anything but you, and you can't thrive on anything that you don't allow to be righteous. You cannot thrive on unrighteousness. And if you don't allow things to be righteous in your life, you will not thrive. Okay? So how you allow yourself to enjoy your abundance and your happiness and your success is know that you're a good person. Know that you're not obligated to anyone but you. That doesn't mean be a selfish prick, but that just means know where your focus and attention should be at all times. And it always should be for your upliftment and for your own good. And for those that want to be in your corner and in your space, well, hopefully they rise to the occasion. And if not, guess what? The universe will put people in position. The universe will position people in your life to allow you to fill the void of those that you feel are missing. Okay? So that is that. I love you all. I appreciate you all. Focus on you first. This is the year of me first, right? We selfish in this mug. This year was a 7-year. Next year is an 8-year, full of infinite possibilities. And you know I'm all about my 8, right? You know that's my number. Full of infinite possibilities, full of awareness, and full of different timeline shifting. Don't allow yourself to get stuck in certain timelines because of your own limited jack-in-the-box thinking. Okay? So I love you all, wealthy family. Make this Mindset Monday a great one on purpose. Be mindful about your actions, your words, your awareness, and your energy, and who you share it with. And until we connect again, stay alert, stay aware, and live in love.